DJ's been gone 4 seconds. And we've already... Okay, all right. Hello, it is Pick Central, Barstool's daily gambling show. Hello, how's everybody doing? Hello, Smitty.
Hello, Brandon Walker.
Feeling good?
Feeling adequate.
Already ruined the surprise with the camera shots. Hey, Big Ev.
Hello, Brandon.
Have a good weekend on the shore, not the shore, on Long Island.
I had a great weekend in Fire Island.
If we can, at some point, if we can just zoom in, Big Ev sunscreened his entire body.
I missed my ankle.
Eventually, we could switch the camera. Okay, we just got issues. Anyway, hi, Marty.
What's going on?
Marty's here.
Yeah, it looks good today.
Thank you very much. It's Barstool Idol week.
Yeah, I'd like to say, are we
just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's bugging me out. Yeah, no, Barstool Idol week. If I was any of the contestants, I wouldn't want to be you.
Wouldn't want to. Oh, wouldn't want to be them.
Mean, let's see. One guy got fired. Mm-hmm. One guy got let go.
Uh-huh.
One guy got a girlfriend. Who knows?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know, so the Barstool Idol's got a bit of a.
Francis is engaged.
Yeah,
he got fired.
Got fired.
I like those three. Those are your three options: fired, let go, girlfriend.
Yeah. So let's see.
Fired, let go, girlfriend, Michigan man.
Yeah, at Michigan man. So let's see if.
I never. I wasn't really in tune with Barstool the last time you guys did Barstool Idol, so I didn't watch your season. I just hear the Michigan man in passing as this kind of shooting star of Barstool Idol. Is that correct, Smitty?
Let me explain.
All right.
Because my Barstool Idol was like intense because you had to go in front of Dave, Dan, and KFC or like Francis and just talk, and then they said yes or no. Then after that, we would all live in a house together for a week.
Right.
And each day get eliminated. Like it wasn't like this where it's just yak kind of fucking around, and then like it was insane. And Michigan man cried.
Yeah.
Went nuts. He one girl got let go one day and got into a fight with Dave, saying that she doesn't deserve to go, and because Dave eliminated her from that day.
Right.
And the girl they talked for like an hour. They didn't know each other. He went on the radio crying about his mom about something. Like he was the most electric person in Barstool I think ever.
Really?
It was 3 days too.
So what knocked him out?
Himself.
Okay.
He ended up. I think he
left.
It was a quick burn, like a bottle rocket.
He ended up quitting. Yeah, he just left on his own.
He said, "This isn't for me." And then Dave goes, "Oh, okay. Don't worry about so on camera's not for you." He goes, "No. I know I'm on camera, guy." He's like, "Well, then why are you leaving?" He goes, "It's just not for me." And he just kept contradicting himself. He was nuts, but he was wild.
Man.
It wasn't just for the camera either.
So I don't know if we're gonna have a legend like that. I don't know what we're gonna have, but we got 12 people, and I know you said it just messing around, like saying the yak's gonna be fucking around. Like there's a lot of activities planned for these guys. There's a lot of shit planned out for these people. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm not comfortable with it. I'm scared of it. It's gonna be awkward, but within the first 10 minutes, somebody's going home. They're getting wheeled off. We're spinning a wheel. And somebody's going home in the first 10 minutes.
That is horrible. Some poor fucking bastard traveled all the way here.
That's awful, but they still might get a job.
It's gonna
because people feel bad for him or something.
It's gonna be funny. So
I mean, people have come here for 10 minutes. Some have gotten catfished here and ended up with jobs.
Yeah. Oh, Michigan man, real quick. We were the second day of elimination. We would be sitting there, cameras off.
Yeah.
Bawling, crying. No one talking to him, just started crying. He goes, "It means so much to me." Next day, sits down, cries. It was insane.
Man, so where's he now?
He works for
me and him were viceroys at the same time.
Really?
I was the Ohio State one. He was the Michigan
Didn't you
one.
race him?
We actually met. We were the only two that basically were allowed to do on-camera content at the college accounts.
Okay. So out of your idol, it was you, Mantis, and that was it?
Ohio State.
That your buddy? So you three got hired out of there. So, 1 for 3 ain't bad for them. We at least got Ohio State out of it.
Sneaky, the first one, Donnie was in it.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
He came and just showed up, and then they didn't make him go through. They just said, "You're hired," because he had done a bunch of awesome YouTube content.
The first one was it was Francis far and away.
Well, he also said he had cancer, yeah.
That's true.
I know, that was a joke. But the first one also, people forget, Trent was on there.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
He like won a bet with Dave about Michigan beating Iowa beating Michigan, but he just like someone just.
Oh no, Trent wasn't invited to New York, and that's why Brett, one of the all-time Wamboozles, Brett brought him in to surprise Dave.
Quit fucking smiling. I don't like. Who was that?
He just looked happy to be alive.
Yeah, that was one of them. We're not gonna say who it was, but that's.
I don't think it was.
It wasn't.
No, that looked like a guest.
No, I think that was one of them.
I don't. I could be. I don't think so.
They're not here yet, right?
They're here.
They're here.
Billy said it's not one of them.
I think he's like a TikToker type.
That guy's own idol. I know you think he's not, but he is.
So he's just.
So Mantis is here.
Correct. Yes.
Is he?
Oh.
He sent out
Took a picture right outside the office.
He's outside.
Mantis did?
And he's not here. He might be in the ceiling somewhere.
Unless he just kept that picture.
Maybe he came to get his toothbrush or something. I don't know. Who knows where he is? All right.
Mantis could live here again this week, and he'd probably end up getting a job again.
I would not be. I'd be fine if Mantis came back. Seems like a nice guy.
Problems with Mantis.
Yeah. He just kind of sat there a lot. But so does Big F, and we keep him. So,
I eat snacks sometimes. I don't just sit there.
I get up to this.
Rico's not here. It's one of Rico's self-inflicted vacations that just not going to be here this week. So I had to replace the guy. I had to reach out to somebody and say, I got a seat here, at least for the first couple of minutes of the show. Please come on the show. And somebody recently became available. Hello, Billy.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
How's your life going?
Could be better. But, there's a long path to go and a lot to do.
Are you worried they might stick you on Barstool Idol?
That is a possibility.
Don't put that into existence.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm actually, getting past everything. I'm trying to think positive because that's the only thing you can do right now.
All right.
But I'm excited to have all this free time to really start making content and doing stuff that I, was booked up before with doing. If you haven't heard, I was suspended from Pardon My Take and macrodosing.
I have heard that.
For a month.
Actually, haven't.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Billy. Billy
check
showed
the
up on a stream. He was kind of,
I haven't seen it. No.
Or showed up on the show. It wasn't good. Okay, you don't have to.
Yeah, I missed work. I mean, made stupid mistakes. I'm paying my penance, but. There was someone who was really grave dancing.
Wait. We're going to get to that. I got one thing before we're going to do this grave dancing thing, okay? So I read your blog today.
Yeah.
And I have a question about your blog. I want to read a quote from your blog, and I want you to answer the question. Are you ready?
It might be a typo.
I don't think it's a typo. I'm just going to – if you've listened to Pardon My Take today, you would know I've been suspended from both macrodosing and PMT for 1 month till the 17th of July. I was suspended due to my disrespect for my fellow PMT members for not taking the podcast as seriously as I should. Now, here's what I'm going to ask you about. Mistakes were made, egos were bruised, and I take responsibility for all my actions. Whose egos were bruised?
My ego.
Just yours.
I actually was just trying to be poetic. I don't think
the
I used that correctly.
Okay, all right. So
I was
egos plural, like the royal we.
Right. No, this is actually what I thought. You were just trying to kind of turn a phrase and make a sentence look good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you weren't saying that Big Cat and PFT's egos got bruised.
No. Oh, fuck.
It kind of came off cross like that. You didn't mean it like that.
Jeez. That.
Did you mean it like that?
No, not at all.
Okay, very good. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. You were just trying to turn a phrase. What, Smitty?
Well,
it's my own ego.
Okay, fair, but that's only one ego.
There's an element that, the narrative, like, I don't personally think this, but people are thinking I'm getting, that my actions were because I think I'm, too big for my britches, expendable. Right. I mean, I'm eating humble pie. That was how I meant it.
I think you're just a young idiot.
I agree.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, there's nothing to say.
Well, let's move on from that.
Full responsibility.
Can I get one question before we start the?
Yes.
Okay. So you live with Ben Mintz.
Oh yeah.
Can you give us one Ben Mintz fact? I don't care whether it's factual or not. Just give us one Ben Mintz fact that people don't know.
Can we get a fact?
Yes.
Ben Mintz is always talking to someone through all hours of the night on the phone. I don't know who they are.
About himself?
I think it's multiple people, but I go to sleep, my white noise is hearing Ben through the wall talking to somebody.
Are you sure he's not talking to himself?
No, because he's definitely on the phone because he's quiet sometimes and you can tell he's listening.
So take people behind the scenes here. When we get done with shows, he goes and gets a room here. He goes and sits, and he just does radio interviews all day, but down south, like in Baton Rouge or Shreveport or Ponchatoula or somewhere in Louisiana. You think he's doing that all night?
I think he's calling radios across the world. He's doing.
Hey man, I got big things planned down south. I'm going Omaha. I'm going this. It's gonna be something.
He's calling anyone that'll listen.
Dude, he might be calling radio shows in like Japan,
Yeah.
like baseball shows.
All right, now
Going into his own Creed Thoughts blog.
this weekend, you're in a down spot right now. Listen, you're on a show with somebody. I've been in a down spot. Fuck, we got Marty right here. So this is nothing new. Smitty's right here. Like, this is nothing new for any of us.
Life is a down spot.
But you're down a little. But I think, this is a show for the boys. We're gonna pick you up. I'm picking you up. But not everybody on this show picked you up.
No.
Some people did the opposite, Billy.
No.
Tell me about this weekend.
I mean, this weekend, kind of had to tap out because there was some crazy commentary, a lot of hate.
Oh,
Dude, did you see the Reddit poll?
you think I look at Reddit?
No, but like
I fucking hate me.
no. Marty, you should check it. There was a poll.
I'm winning?
You're beating me.
Oh,
Who's his dirtbag?
Who ratings going up?
Really?
Yeah, it's like
wow.
Congratulations, Marty.
Oh, that's one
big.
win.
Who else was on this poll?
it was like who deserves. I mean, I shouldn't look at the Reddit, but someone tweeted at me and it said who deserves to be fired more and who's like a bigger like dirtbag, and I was beating Marty.
Damn, Billy, you might as well start dating Rhea.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I mean,
Jeez, what a win for me. Well, let me.
I wanted to tell you that.
Yeah, thank you. People are fucking. Don't listen. I'm going through it still. I realize how crazy people are. You fucked up, dude. Don't be an idiot. You take it seriously. You got complacent a little bit. You're just gonna it rejuvenate you. You'll be fucking fine. Don't listen to these people.
I mean, it just you make.
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about everybody. What about Rico's tweets this weekend?
Rico was subtweeting me all weekend, and the thing is, when you're getting it from all angles and you're getting tons of hate and stuff, and like, so it's well deserved, but like, Rico, like, you're behind a keyboard typing like I don't know where you're working. I'm not gonna come see you on Monday.
Oh.
So like, I walked up to Brandon this morning. By the way, I'm not saying I would do anything.
All right, right.
Just like, I'll talk to you like a man.
You were planning to come in here and talk to him.
I asked Brandon if I could come on because I was like, I want to face Rico. Like, this guy was talking so much shit. I mean, like, talking about, my work ethic. Like, yeah, I made a mistake. I'm not going to use the excuse I'm young, but I can change. I mean, Rico, you're a grown-ass man. You can't go to work because there's someone in here who you can't be in the same room with or some shit.
That's a truth.
I mean, he's like, I thought he was going to be here, but turns out he can't be here. Like, that's still going on. You're a grown-ass man. Like, I can change. You can't change. You're baked goods. I'm half-baked. You're baked goods, and you can't do your fucking job because, like, and honestly, him talking shit about my work ethic and, like, how much, content I put out and, like, all this stuff. Like, Rico, any single category, podcast, blog, TikTok, Twitter, I beat you in all of them. Woo. So why are you talking fucking shit? I mean, I will come see you, and the worst of all is he says this all behind my back. If you were to say shit to me like a man to my face instead of just, not talking, like literally leaving situations when I'm in, I don't understand that avoidance behavior. I mean, but seriously, I came to see you, man. You were talking shit all weekend. I'm here. You know where I work. I got a lot of time on my hands, Rico. We can talk, man. I mean, like, that's, I mean, Rico's about to get the recoil of all the hate.
Not gonna lie, calling Rico baked goods.
That's pretty good.
It's very funny.
I mean,
funny
It's very
comment.
funny.
I'm gonna stand up for him for a second.
I like Rico.
We all like Rico. I hate what he's doing.
I mean, this is a Rico thing. He's always had it out for Billy. I don't know what you did before. You did ask Big Cat to even come to my event, so that was a little. You gotta hold up for yourself. I mean, I went through it. Some people were.
I wanted to go.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't kill someone. It's not about me. But Rico does this. I thought he actually got hacked. I swear to God, I asked.
I've never seen that many tweets about.
And I actually didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about, so I just let it go. Did not know it was about Billy, but that's. I mean, you can't. It's a.
Yeah, it was just a constant stream.
That's I just went back on my phone and looked because I missed the tweets. I wasn't on
Hundreds.
Twitter much this week, and I went and looked through a few of them just for some context.
There were
It's
hundreds.
fucking nuts.
The most infuriating thing is that he blocks me. So he doesn't want me to see that.
Wait, he blocked you on Twitter?
Yeah.
You can't see that?
So I'm getting tagged in all these things, fucking return of RB, and I'm like having to, literally just go on a browser incognito mode and pull up his page.
I love Rico. I think he's an awesome guy. I don't his
I know, but it's
the way he approaches beefs is beyond me. I don't understand why.
I gotta say it. This guy talks like he's a gangster. Like he literally makes references. Like he said he was gonna send a dead fish to fucking John Rothstein and do all this gangster shit. I'm like, he is the biggest pussy ever. I'm sorry, the biggest. I am here. I came to confront you to talk about this because as a regular person would do, if I'm I would say all these things to your face. You're the fact that you were talking like this as if you can back it up with any semblance of numbers or attributions is BS. And his whole thing, I mean, literally, no offense, Marty, his biggest supporter, he thinks he backstabbed him.
Right.
I mean,
me?
No. He's saying Hank.
Hank. I mean, so where's
well,
he's not a made man anymore.
That's a little different.
I know, but that's the. I mean,
where it's we're gonna go serious. Listen, you realize when you're down who's your real friends here. You really do realize it fast. And Rico, what he's doing is crazy. I mean, that's just that's crazy. I don't think what he did, because also I'm friends with Rico, outside of this office, and he didn't want. And I was getting shit kicked all day. You're tweeting, fucking everyone's tweeting against a person that they work with that isn't the worst person in the world, where they have nothing to do with it, taking sides. And one person was like, "I'm not taking a side. The guy's down already." That's fine. I'll take that, but. What he's doing here is crazy. I'm looking as a rational fucking human being.
And Marty, I think we do. I have a lot more. As someone who's going through it, I'm sort of oh shit,
It's not fun when people are tweeting, hey.
It's no fun when the rabbit has the gun.
Yeah, exactly. I
mean, it's not when everyone's on one side and you're like, team this, and then you're by yourself. It's oh fuck. It sucks.
That's what we call being Smitty.
But I mean, Rico. But the thing is, Rico talking he's talking shit, and I know where you work, and he literally if I walked in here, there was a good chance he was going to run out.
Okay.
So I actually prepared picks, and I was going to sit down and take a seat because I have nothing to do all week. If you guys want to have me on every day, I'll be here.
No, we don't.
If he goes 5-0, we're
sure. If he gives winners, I guess he gets to come back.
I got 2 picks.
2-0. That's
if I go 2-0, can I?
Yes.
Can I come back tomorrow?
Actually, here's what I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to add a third pick.
Fair.
Okay. That way you go 2-1, or because it's not that easy to go 2-0. It's easier to go 2-1 than 2-0.
Yeah.
So I want you to add a third pick. Figure it out. You can take timeout right now.
Yep.
A mental timeout, and I want you to have a third pick. And when we come back to you, you give me your 3 picks.
Perfect.
And we're gonna dismiss you, and we're gonna do our thing. But if you have, as long as you win, you stay.
Perfect.
Not a bad idea for the show in general.
No, it's not. Just try and find the hottest gambler in the office.
Be a lot of
people.
empty
Some
shows.
people might never be back.
Be a lot of empty shows.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk sports. Before I can talk sports, I got to talk about NASCAR. They're headed to Music City for a weekend of country music and racing. Nashville, a top 10 city in this country?
I think so.
It's a wonderful city.
It is.
Phenomenal
People,
time
it's getting too mainstream.
Yeah, it's getting mainstream, but that's fine.
But it is
It's
awesome.
a great time.
Nashville is the best place to watch the best drivers in the world at the shortest super speedway on the schedule. Nashville is known for great music, honky tonks, and intense racing you can't find anywhere else. This short 1.3-mile super speedway provides a unique challenge for drivers as they will battle it out for 400 miles of action with the NASCAR Cup Series race on June 26th. Barstool's own Will Compton of Bussin' with the Boys, Large, Spider, and Glennie are headed out to experience the race live in person. That's a group. Be sure to tune in to the NASCAR Cup Series from Nashville Super Speedway this Sunday, June 26th at 5 Eastern Time on NBC. Again, the NASCAR Cup Series this Sunday, June 26th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. My question is, how many of y'all thought that Will Zalatoris putt was going in?
I did.
And all it needed was
100%.
one little quarter turn at the end. It looked like it was making the turn. It looked like it was exiting the highway into the hole, and then it just drove on past.
It needs more time at Pirate Island.
Is that a mini golf course?
Of course it is.
Okay. All right. This guy keeps getting close. Like, he's right there. Will Zalatoris is right there. This is second.
He's played 9 majors. He's been in the top 10 in 6 of them. I believe that's correct.
Unbelievable. And the fact that he's never won on tour at all.
He's coming. What's the next one's the British Open that's
Yeah,
being played?
yeah.
He's coming second in the other 3 majors already.
British Open's at St. Andrews, I believe, this year. So
Yeah, that's dangerous. Either he's going to finally get over the hump, or he's never.
he's going to be the guy that never does it.
Sergio.
Yeah.
Nah, he will. He's
I think he
so
will.
I think he
young,
will, too.
bro. He's so young where it's like he has, and he just keeps getting there.
There are guys that peak early. Like Jordan Spieth has had a good career, but the Jordan Spieth of like 6 or 7 years ago, what we thought he was going to be, he
Supposed to be Tiger.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Tiger, and that didn't happen. And Ricky Fowler was also always supposed to break through. He never broke through.
I think I also I don't think he's I think he's mentally good though, because like he was even going after like Instagram people. Like, I'm not taking putting lessons from Instagram people. Like, I think he's in tune with it.
That's mentally good.
No, I think he's making fun of
Even, but
He
even
was
when you
making
watch
fun
him,
of
like, he doesn't choke. Like, even he struggled the first few holes and then came back on fire.
Yeah.
And even when he got the 2-stroke lead, he went bogey, and then even was still able to come back. Like, I think he has the mental aptitude.
You know what got him though? First of all, Fitzpatrick was awesome.
He was great. He
But
played lights out.
yeah, Fitzpatrick did luck out a couple times. He hit the ball 30 yards to the right of the fairway and happens to hit it in an area that's trampled down. He gets a decent lie. And then he hits it in the bunker on 18, and he hits the patch of grass. It bounces back and to the left. If it bounces straight back, he has no shot. But it bounced like 3 inches to the left, so he's got a shot. And then he makes one of the all-time shots. He comes out of the bunker and gets to within 15 feet. Incredible shot.
The shot he hit on the one you were talking about, the first one, was on. He stuck that like 10 foot from the pin.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous.
He was incredible.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And that shows you how hard these things are to win. You need a little bit of luck and a great bit of skill and nuts the size of grapefruit.
And some of the putts, like the one putt, what was it, 13, was it?
Yeah.
That putt was ridiculous.
Was he the guy that made like 77 feet of putts on the back nine? Or in his
he
last
hit a couple
nine?
bombs.
Yeah, he was out. It was that's the second straight really good major. The Masters was garbage this year. Scheffler ran away. But then we had the playoff at the PGA last month, and we had this, and now we got St. Andrews coming up, which is always entertaining. I think St. Andrews is where Tom Watson almost won. Is that right? Do you remember?
It's dating me.
Tom Watson? It happened in 2009.
Dating me. I thought I'm not gonna lie. I get Tom Watson and Tom Kite confused.
Tom Kite glasses. Tom Watson majors.
Rico didn't pick Fitzpatrick, right?
No, he picked Morikawa and Sam Burns.
So we added the -8 units.
No, but I don't know about that. But can we talk actually about Ben Mintz and not just in a joking fashion?
No, we can't.
He just throws out these parlays and all these. He's got futures on everybody at the College World Series.
I know.
And he's like, I got a future on A&M. I got a future on Arkansas. You can't have a future on everybody.
He's the one that ruined the rules of Pick
He
Central.
ruined the rules of Pick Central, and because he's a jolly guy that everybody is positive, he just ruined the rules of Pick Central.
If I did that, Big Ev did that, you did that.
Yeah.
No mas.
A jolly guy that's positive.
I mean,
Correct, yeah.
what's his record?
It's like he's like half. I don't know. He's like 50-50, but he's up 40 units, 43 units.
We did that for a reason.
I know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Billy, you look like you have stopped studying and have stopped writing.
I got my picks.
All right, you've got your picks. So here we go. These are Billy's picks, and if he maybe this is going to be a merit-based job for you from now on. So wherever you go, if you earn your way on there, you just stay on there. So you got 3 picks today. You got to win 2 of them to be on here tomorrow. And if you have 2 winners, you can be on the whole show tomorrow.
Perfect.
All right, here are your 3 picks. Go.
So I like Yankees by 1.5 plus 140. I think it's a great value. Garrett Cole is pitching.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great value pick. Plus 140 on the Barstool Sports.
First of all, fuck the Yankees. Fuck Marty Mush. This whole run for the Yankees, I bet them twice. I bet them run line yesterday. I bet them run line last week. It's the only 2 games they've lost.
Blow it.
And they were up 8-3 yesterday. They were up 8-3 and they blew it. I had 12 straight losses on the Barstool Sports. If Stu hadn't texted me yesterday a pick, he texted me a pick. He said Diamondbacks money line for your nuts, and I'm like, all right, well that's about all I got left, and it hit. So anyway, Billy, continue.
My next pick's Avalanche by 1.5 plus 220.
Really?
Honestly, my favorite part about these picks was the value.
Okay. All you got to do is win, Billy.
I know. I mean, so to balance that out, my last pick is Angels to win over the Royals, which is, minus 205 money line.
You're trying to get a win.
Just need a win.
Well, why are the Avalanche, though? And why are the Avalanche kicking ass?
I mean, I like the value, and
stop saying you like the value.
I know, but I hear all this Avs, hear people from Colorado talk about the Avs, and there's a lot of buzz around them. So I'm like, fuck it, let's get with it.
All right, I'm going to dismiss you now.
Perfect.
You did your piece. You did your
guys
job.
for having me.
You said you had something to say today on Pick Central. I gave you the opportunity, and now you have your chance to come back.
I wish he was here. Can I come back when he's here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
What's up, Billy?
Can I, Stephen Che?
Yeah, what about him?
I went to get my Pop-Tarts, and this motherfucker makes me. He literally was just like, I was like, how's the league going? He goes, oh, it's going well. And he calls Mike Trout Mike T. There's 2 Mikes in the chat. I was like, yeah, Mike Moustakis.
Right.
And he's like, Mike T. So he texted in the group chat.
Who calls Mike Moustakis anything other than Moustakis?
Yeah, or anything.
Yeah, Moose.
No one would say like, hey. Or
and if anybody's
Trout.
changing their name, it's not fucking Mike Trout.
Mike T. Okay.
I mean, he barely knew who he was. He just,
I know.
He had heard of
there,
him.
he was like, I don't really know baseball.
So even if you hadn't heard of him, his last name's Trout. Call him Trout.
Trout. So he's just like, I texted in the group chat Friday being like, hey, Mike T, congrats.
Mike T.
I've said, this motherfucker, he's like, I'm trying to get them to like me. I said, that's how you're going to start? He goes,
Mike T?
He goes,
Mike
congrats
T.
on the two home runs. Like, it looks like you're getting back in the groove. You won't have to worry about being commissioner of a fantasy league anymore. And then he answered back being like, he said he bodied him, saying Mike Trout was like, is anyone going to tell this guy that football season's 3 months away and we can get a new commissioner anytime we want? And Mike Trout says, oh, wrong group chat. So he's pulling out all. I mean, the fact that he's saying Mike T. and
I'll be honest with you. He should
class.
screenshot that because that's the most moxie Mike Trout's ever shown.
He's probably not
public or
allowed to,
privately.
though, right? Like, I feel like Mike Trout's like, this has got to.
I didn't know Mike Trout had that in him. Sorry, wrong group text?
Yeah.
That's genuinely funny.
It's very funny.
He was mic'd up on Sunday Night Baseball the other night. You could tell he's like one of the boys.
He definitely is.
He gave that vibe. I just think he doesn't like the media in general. He just keeps it to himself. But you could tell he's like one of the boys. He loves going to Eagles games with his boys, hunt, fit, that kind of thing. He's just a regular dude.
Me and him sang the Eagles fight song together at the Super Bowl.
Really?
I was 2 rows back, but we were in unison.
Okay, yeah.
I think that counts.
That's together.
You're in the same section.
Exactly.
He didn't know you were there, but you were together. That's fine.
Miles Teller came up.
Yeah, Miles Teller came up to us.
Nothing like that guy's on fucking Top Gun, but he watches every
crushing
burger review.
Yeah.
Is that
Loves,
that guy?
he's no jokes, loves Glenny Balls. Like,
Yeah.
that's his
That's
guy.
I feel like that interaction with Miles Teller is so surreal looking back at it. Like, he comes up to us, and, I went to high school with his cousins, so I brought that up. He's like, oh, yeah, let's send a picture back to him. Send a picture, and Frankie's like, Miles Teller just asked for a picture with you? I'm like, yeah, I guess. And we're shooting the shit. We knew people from the Eagles camp, and he's like, okay, I'll see you guys later. And I'm just like, oh, Miles, if you want to get into the after party, just let us know. And he genuinely looks at me. He's like, you think I can't get into the fucking after party?
And
that was kind of dumb.
I respect him saying that too,
Yeah.
not just being like, oh, okay, thanks. Like, you don't think I could get the fuck in?
Yeah. Then we saw him at the after party, and I think he just ignored me based on that. Motherfucker.
That's
My
like-
chance
Should have
of-
been like, oh, good, you got in. Okay, good.
Well, isn't that the isn't it the story of you telling Michael B. Jordan being like, or somebody being like, clear
Oh yeah,
Heartful eyes.
no, Michael B. Jordan. They were doing a thing at Creed, and this was before he moved, so it had been like 2015. Doing a thing for Creed at the art museum, and I'm like railing, and I see Michael B. Jordan, and I'm just like, "Hey Vince, clear eyes, full," and I had a stroke. He just looks back at me like I'm a Make-A-Wish kid. He's like, "Can't lose, kid."
I think Rico showed me that video. It's so fucking.
That's an old.
Wait, there's video of that?
Yes, I don't.
Yeah, it went viral on Vine.
Ask him if he has it.
I wish TJ were here so I could ask him to pull that up.
Ask Rico if he has it.
Zah, you got that video?
Yeah. Tell me about it again.
It's Mike J.
Smitty, Michael B. Jordan, clear eyes, full heart, can't lose.
I don't know what it would exist on now.
So fucking funny, dude.
All right.
Full stroke.
So wait, we didn't really talk about the Rico thing. You think like, I don't know why anyone's surprised. I mean, it's how he does it.
I love the man. He's one of my favorite guys. I just wish I could get him out of some habits, man. I texted him. I texted him Friday night. I was like, this isn't great. I don't love this. And he's like, oh, okay, well, good. Thank you for the advice. And then Saturday morning it was just a fucking onslaught.
I'll be honest with Rico. He's fighting crazy there with Billy. I went on a week-long camping thing with him that's coming out in a month, and we can't talk about it. But like I was actually like excited to hang out with Billy, like D3 football player, like maybe loosen the football up from Billy. No. When Billy football is by himself, that's Billy football. There's no football being dropped from Billy. It's actually increased.
Yeah.
Like when Billy football is like by himself.
Well, there's actually another show coming out. It's a show that's going on, but it's a show coming out, and then Billy has another moment in another show that's very interesting coming out very, very soon. That happened right there in that lobby. There's your rapper right there. You don't want to let him lose. We got that video?
Yo, Vince, clear eyes. Full goal. Yeah, thank you. Damn, I've never been more ashamed in my life. Yo, Vince, clear.
Do it again.
Yeah, thank you. Damn, I've never been more ashamed in my life. Yo, Vince, clear eyes. Full goal. Yeah, thank you. Damn, I've never been more ashamed in my life.
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I totally
did. He's like, I got a good one right here. That's why it's so funny.
Vince, Friday Night Lights.
Oh, man, okay.
That was before he was like a superstar. Now he's.
Yeah, that was right when he was. That was when he was doing
that was right before Creed. There's, and you'll appreciate this. There's no reason for the original Creed to be that good.
No, Creed had
no reason,
no business being that good.
No reason.
It just came out that good just for the hell of it. I think it's the best Rocky movie. I really do.
I think the first one. I think the first one takes
first Rocky.
Yeah,
it's too slow. Watch it now; it's too slow.
Yeah, of course, for your feeble mind, that it is. But
that doesn't even make sense because I'm older, so it would seem it would appeal to.
Well, for your intelligence level, it would. Like you need the Rocky IV, glitz and glamour, Russians. Oh, no, Rocky one of the best movies.
Rocky II was the best of the original series. Rocky III,
not even close. You want to talk about slow? Rocky II slower than Rocky I.
No, it's not.
Oh, by far it is. Absolutely.
And Rocky III is good, and I'm not a big Rocky IV fan. It's fine.
I think Rocky IV is very rewatchable.
Yeah, if I were to rank them, it goes 1, Creed.
Then why'd you disagree with me?
3.
Why the fuck did you disagree with me?
Because
I said
it's the best of the rest.
But you.
1, Creed, 3, 4.
You understand what's happening right now?
No, I do.
Balboa 2.
I said the word.
I've never existed.
I said Creed's the best Rocky movie, and he goes, well, and now he just ranked Creed number 1.
No, I ranked Rocky number 1.
Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care.
Rocky, then Creed. 1-2 punch.
That's
Southpaw.
Unintended.
Southpaw, South Jersey, South Camden, Southpaw.
Where are we at here? Billy reacts to Rico. That's scratched out. Barstool Idols today. We can scratch that out. I think so. We're starting in 26 minutes. All 12 will be here, and we will be wheeling somebody up. Within 30 minutes from my voice right now, maybe 35, somebody's getting wheeled off of this motherfucker.
First 5 minutes?
Yes. Somebody's within 40 minutes of this sentence right here, somebody is debuting on Barstool Idol and somebody is leaving Barstool
When you
Idol.
say wheeled off, I just imagine you put him in a wheelchair.
I kind of want
Like print
what I
out into
thought at
traffic on
first,
7th
too,
Ave.
you talk about something not putting in the universe. Don't put
City
that in the
MD's
universe.
next door.
We'll become a wheel show where we actually wheel people.
Yeah.
Is there like, did you guys handpick these or someone else?
No, we had nothing to do with any of the choices. This is so the Yak is hosting it, but it's not a Yak thing. It's it's Barstool Idol. So other people chose it, and they're just housing it on the Yak.
It's a yak.
But no, they're not.
Isn't like you guys are eliminating them.
But
though.
they don't get a job on the Yak.
Well, obviously it's not the yak.
You
I'm
guys
saying
are
it's
picking,
Barstool.
though.
but I'm
We
saying
are
it's-
picking, but there's also going to
So
be.
how does the voting go?
There's also it varies every night, but there's going to be guests from Barstool that help vote too. So it's not just us. And there will be obviously the first one's not a vote; it's a wheel.
Yeah.
And then tonight I think we'll eliminate somebody.
Barstool Idol is one of the best ideas. It's the easiest content of all. Like, 'cause people are literally fighting for their life.
We got, I don't know what y'all did, but we got them like today at 1, we're going to get them started. And then between 1 and 7, they're going to have a project. Tonight, they're going to have a project. They got a 6:30 in the morning a project. So, like, they're going to be busy.
Worst thing for us was when they would just be like, all right, whatever you want to do.
Well,
that was the
That's
worst
really how you tell if somebody's good.
Yeah, no, that was horrible.
Shame you're not bringing back dodgeball. Just putting that out there.
I didn't say that we were or we were not.
Put it this way: if you brought back dodgeball, or if you're bringing it back, and I wasn't invited, there's an issue.
You're not on Barstool Idol.
No, I meant as a guest.
Okay, all right, just relax.
That's how you separated.
Why don't you fucking
big
relax
fish
one
and
time?
I also want to shout out Tommy real fast. That video he did at the party, having his own playlist, was very funny.
Tommy Smokes is so goddamn funny.
His humor was very funny. Other than that, I was like the first time I've laughed out loud at a original content idea in a long time.
He's really fucking funny. Y'all seen this Kyrie Irving shit?
Who? Nathan Fielder?
Oh, Kyrie Irving, just Kyrie and the Nets are probably not going to. So it leads me to this. Kyrie and the Nets can't come to an agreement, so it looks like Kyrie is either going to try free. He's going to probably be on a new team next year if they can't come to an agreement. So my question is this. Can we put together the all-time more trouble than they're worth players in sports? Because Kyrie is more trouble than he's worth. He's a great player. Ben Simmons?
And Simmons by far,
Okay,
because at least Kyrie Irving is a Hall of Fame talent. Ben Simmons just stinks.
I swear, if you you go on the street and ask any Knicks fan, they would take him.
Ben Simmons?
Yeah, what?
Oh no.
Oh, Kyrie?
Yeah, and Evan and I were talking about this before the show. Why
Why?
not?
I think I'd probably take
But here's the thing, though. You would take him because he looks so great. He's so appetizing. You see him in the window. Oh, my God, that looks delicious. You get him on the team. He misses 4.5 weeks because he wanted to go on a sabbatical to Rio. Like what?
You know what? It's almost fun having him on. It's like it's something to either complain about, or it's like, I know it's also like, holy shit, he can go off for 50 and be like, that's the best.
He's
player.
absolutely more trouble
If
than
the
he's worth.
Knicks were a little closer, I'd probably not want him.
Yeah.
But we're so far away, I'd
Yeah.
roll the dice.
And you
Exactly.
thinking he's doing a missionary trip to Brazil?
I didn't say
Why?
much.
Maybe you can get an Antonio Brown for the 1 year that he was like not, and then didn't lose his mind. Like you maybe get Kyrie for that 1 year. Like holy shit,
You know who
it's all there.
I think the one of the all-time more trouble than he's worth athletes is, and this isn't, don't interpret trouble as legal trouble or anything like that, but Tim Tebow was more hype, more problems in training camp, more attention, more hullabaloo than he was ever worth.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean he was
Not that good.
like Jacksonville signed
Great
him.
at college. But
Jacksonville signed him last year to just a training camp contract, and people freaked the fuck out.
Yeah,
They
he
freaked
was Chip Kelly brought him on to be a quarterback. And that
What is it like? What is it?
I forgot
good,
he
you
was in
think?
Eagles camp.
Yeah.
yeah.
Good for him,
What good for who?
or good for the team where they like the Jaguars get that publicity, or
Oh, it was probably good for the Jags. It was probably
Yeah, I
a
guess
net
it's
positive
just
for the
like
Jags.
unnecessary hysteria.
Yeah, but more trouble than they're worth. Like at the end of the day, he was going to be what, a third string tight end, and he got a bunch of hype. And then
Yeah, but I maybe look at that as good attention, good trouble.
I almost feel like he didn't get enough credit for the baseball thing.
I feel that, and I feel like
He also got opportunities he didn't really deserve at all.
That's facts.
I feel
Facts.
like people judge him based on his pro career and what they want his pro career to be, and do forget that he is still one of the absolute all-time greats in college football. Like we almost look at him and say, "Oh, he couldn't throw in the NFL, he couldn't throw in college." No, he could throw in college.
He also won a playoff game as a quarterback, which is nuts to think about now.
Yeah, with a game-winning pass in overtime.
Yeah.
So who would you say as recent all-time quarterbacks of college football? Johnny Football or him?
Oh, Burrow would
I'm
be.
saying if he was with them two, though.
Between them?
I'm saying Burrow over Johnny Manziel.
Tebow's more of a winner.
Yeah, of course.
I think Johnny Manziel was just so polarizing, where it was like the whole. Like,
we talking about good or just
no, not good. Like, fucking
hype?
Yeah, hype. Like Johnny Football in college was. The kid couldn't go to college, go to class. People would.
Yeah,
go
but
nuts.
there were blogs devoted to like who Tebow's girlfriend might be, and then there was the picture of
They were just such
girl in the ocean.
Well, I guess it's because it's
They were just
good
such
boy
polar
versus
opposites off the field.
good boy versus guy at college hanging out with Drake.
Yeah, there was comments about which girl could take Tebow's virginity or whatever.
And then
Actually, I don't buy any of that.
Oh, I don't either, but I mean,
I think he was fucking everything.
I would hope
also
he
not
was.
talked about enough. Tim Tebow literally brought someone back to life on the baseball field. You ever see that video?
no.
The lady or the guy was
Like, she
laying
passed out
dead.
and just touched
and
her,
he touched her and she came back to
rose up.
life. Please, someone find that video.
It actually is unbelievable.
All right, the NBA draft is this week.
Thursday.
The NBA draft is Thursday. Jabari Smith from the blog I looked at today. Jabari Smith looks like he might be the favorite now to be the number 1 pick.
1,000% should be.
I don't see it.
That's crazy.
I don't see it with him. And I see a good player. I don't see a potential all-star there.
Jay Ivy's the best player in the draft.
I think Jaden Ivey's the best player in the draft too. Thank you.
player in the draft.
Thank you.
Do you think Chet has a chance of?
I like
It's-
Chet. I like Chet.
I mean,
He's got bust written all over me.
You think?
I think Paolo's going to be Paolo's a 3.
I think for the modern NBA, Chet's fine. Chet's going to have to put on some weight. He's going to put on 25 pounds. Maybe take him 2 years. But I think Chet, with the way he can shoot, the way he can move, the way he can pass, I think for the modern NBA, he's perfect. I could he have survived in the NBA 20 years ago? No, he would have been a bust. But I think he survives.
I hate
now.
when people are like Jaden Ivey. Yes, he is but everyone's like, oh, he's older. He's 20,
Right.
and just turned 20 this year. So it's like, it's not like he's a full-on senior 21. What was he, a junior, or is he a senior?
He was a junior.
No, I think he's junior, yeah.
And then Shadon Sharp
Yeah. G League guy. I know he was the guy who
went to Kentucky and never played.
Didn't play.
And it was just and he had I think he went to 35 high school or something. Do you trust that guy in the front?
No, I don't.
There are guys like that. And Keegan Murray to the Pistons, number 5 is what I saw. Jaden Ivey to the Kings. Paolo,
Keegan Murray,
the Rockets at 3.
Keegan Murray's fucking the Pistons. I think
Does his game translate to the NBA though?
Yeah, I think his really does.
I think his doesn't.
I don't know how you don't. Jabari Smith, I don't understand. Like, he would take over.
I don't know. I would watch Auburn.
Wasn't that good with
I would watch Auburn and I would think, all right, well, where is it? Where I didn't. There were a couple games he took over, but there were some games they had a guard that would take all the big shots.
Yeah,
and they would miss them all.
I think that was kind of a mistake.
Too
though,
much.
Yeah.
I think Jabari Smith was the only reason why Auburn was even in the conversation.
Well, Kessler's a good player too. Good
he's
player.
good, but not. I don't know. It's interesting this year though.
Is it?
I think it's interesting. I think there's a lot.
I just don't think there's. I think it's interesting.
I don't think there's a clear cut one.
Yes, I agree. No one's surefire.
Paolo 3 is Paolo could 1,000% be 1.
Where's Obaji projected to go?
Late, I think.
Really?
Late first round.
I mean,
Mid-late first round.
Maybe.
Johnny Davis, number 10 to the Wizards.
My guy Malachi is screaming up boards.
Yeah.
They're saying he's going to be a lottery pick now.
Where do they have Mark Williams?
He's not in the top 10. I only wrote down the top 10.
Is AJ Griffin in the top 10?
He's not.
AJ Griffin is sneaky, who I think could be a gem in that middle of the first round.
1,000%.
Very good shooter.
To finish, I had so Jabari Smith in 1. This is just a mock draft. Chet Holmgren 2 to the Thunder. Rockets 3. Paolo 4. Kings Jaden Ivey 5. Pistons Keegan Murray 6. Pacers Shadon Sharp. Blazers at 7. Dyson Daniels. G League guy.
Yeah.
Pelicans Benny Mathurin from Arizona. Spurs Jeremy Sochan. And then Johnny Davis to the Wizards at 10.
Isn't NBA, compared to NFL, their top 3 pretty much locked in every year beforehand? Maybe even top 5? I don't recall many surprises.
It's usually
for the most part.
Usually not surprises. Yeah. 3 of them top 3 definite.
I just and College World Series still going on. Ben Mintz is still out there.
On the game. Thank you, Ben Mintz.
Mm-hmm. Just something seems missing from our College World Series coverage this year. I can't put my finger on it, whether it's star power or good looks or talent. It's just something seems missing.
TJ covers all 3.
I don't know what it is. Something weird about it. It doesn't pop like it did last year. Last year you had soul. You had every day. You just had something you wanted to latch on
Soul.
to. Soul.
That's what you want to go with.
Soul. Soul.
So happy to be there too.
Hockey. By the way, NHL Game 2 tonight. Game 3 tonight. Excuse me. The Avs won Game 1 in a close one. They won Game 2 in a blowout. And now tonight, do the Lightning have anything?
Yeah, I love the Lightning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I do too.
It's a pick 'em. I mean, the Avs are a wagon. They'll probably win the whole thing. I mean,
Don't you think everyone's gonna be on the Lightning today?
yeah.
Well,
Because the Lightning have responded in every single scenario thus far.
So the Celtics did that too.
yeah, but they haven't
I'm
been.
not saying win the series. I'm saying win tonight.
But they haven't been down 2-0 to this team though.
No, of course not.
That was a clinic last game. Every time you looked up, it was a goal.
Yeah.
Hey, 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions. They've
That's
been
right.
the best team in the
That's right.
league for
Yeah.
3 years up until now. Obviously,
right.
the Avalanche are better.
I'm not saying it's a
At
crazy
home.
bet.
It's a pick 'em essentially.
You like the over, or do you think if they win,
I
it has
like
to
the
go
over.
under?
I like the over in every game this series. Like Avs are going to score no matter what.
Yeah. I think I that's what I got too. I got Lightning money line in the over, but my Lightning money line pick is just a choice. Which one would you pick? I picked the Lightning. I do think the Avs probably win it in 5, maybe 6.
That's why I wanted the Lightning to win that first game in overtime.
Make it really interesting?
Well, not to make it overtime, just to hammer the Avs after that.
And then baseball. Other than the fact that the Yankees suck every time I bet on them, Aaron Judge has now become the favorite, the odds-on favorite to win the MVP, as he should. He's been great. Now is the time, and I'll ignore you two. Now's the time, if you wanted a good future on an AL MVP, to go get Ohtani or go get Trout or go get somebody else, because Judge is getting hurt soon. So, he's the heavy favorite, but now he's priced everybody else who's actually going to be playing in August and September into good values.
Why are you wishing this?
I'm not wishing it. I'm
wishing this.
The second time.
I'm not wishing it.
The second time you have.
The only reason I don't think that it's going to be like previous years is because this is his payday year.
All right.
He's got fucking arbitration tomorrow.
I'm just saying.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm just saying. If you've
For
got a
$2
guy
$4 million.
who's running away from with the MVP race and he has an injury history, you could go find another number.
Some people are catching up in home runs a little bit.
Does it surprise you that on the Barstool Sportsbook app right now the Yankees are not the favorite to win the World Series?
Who is it, Dodgers?
Yeah.
It was the Yankees second.
Yeah.
They always do the Dodgers. I don't even think the
Dodgers have been bad recently.
Dodgers
I think they will get it
Dodgers
together,
are
but
I mean, they
I
got
thought they're-
swept at home by the Pirates.
they're 7.
Yeah.
They're 7-11 their last 18.
That's good knowledge right off the top of the dome.
The
It was on
Yankees,
the Sports
we're
Center.
not. It's like we're not.
They lost yesterday to the Guardians.
We're not appreciating what they're doing.
The Yankees?
Yeah, they're about to be 50-17.
I got a quick, really good value play. Aaron Nola for the Cy Young. He has been ace like his past 6 starts.
Oh, I have a
He's
question
back.
for you. You don't watch the Yankees a lot, right?
Correct.
Do you know who Clay Holmes is?
I do not.
Okay, because like that, I read a conversation yesterday on Short Porch where it's like Clay Holmes
I'm not
isn't a household name.
Assume he's a
I'm not-
relief pitcher?
He's let up.
been
Yeah,
our closer. He's been
he has
unbelievable.
let up a run opening day and hasn't let up one since. He has a .2 ERA in over 30 innings. I think.
I know your lineup's good, but did anybody see the pitching staff being this good?
No.
It's weirdly the pitching staff's a little different last year. They were very good. Last year we couldn't hit, and the pitching staff kept us together for a while. But
I mean,
guys like
has-
Tyone being as good
8-1.
as he's been has been a surprise. Severino, I wouldn't say is a surprise, but he'd been out for so long we didn't really know what we were getting out of him. He's been great.
And that's
Montgomery's been really good.
Is the
And
guy
Cortez
where-
has just been like out of this world. Where he was very good last year in relief and like some spot starts, but
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to
It's
be
just more.
like every fifth day starter with an under 2 ERA.
If you don't watch the Yankees, like Clay Holmes is literally like one of those like he could almost put on a Gagne year and like have votes for.
He's been the best relief pitcher in baseball this year, no question.
What's going to be tough for you guys is it has happened already, but it's going to be like this all season. When you play the Yankees, people are going to show up with their fucking A game.
Of course.
Well, look at yesterday. The Blue Jays went berserk after they won. And I almost
They had
respected
to.
it. I went to. I was at first. I was like,
Well, they
oh,
were
what
also down
losers?
8-3.
Yeah, but I was saying what losers. They won a game in June, but I was like, you know what? The Yankees have been a team like holy shit. If we beat them, like can get something going maybe. Like I respect.
Well, you're going to have a stretch where you lose 6 out of 9 or 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10.
will
That's going to happen.
eventually.
It happens to everybody. So what happens after that is the tell.
A lot of people said like this stretch coming up, it was Rays, Blue Jays, Rays.
Oh, they're incredible
Astros,
so far.
And we're 5-1, so it's like I don't know. I've been waiting too. I understand, but maybe there's not.
Yeah, but the Dodgers are plus 400. The Yankees plus 475 right now. The Astros 7-1. The Mets plus 750. The Blue Jays plus 1100. The Padres plus 1200. How about the Braves at 14-1?
Yeah, going back to back is tough.
It is, but
Really, really tough.
Did you see that one guy on Barstool Sportsbook
Oh
he had
yeah.
Georgia,
Yeah.
Rams, and who? Golden State, and then he has Yankees, Dodgers, White Sox,
And Rays.
And Rays.
Rays
For
to win like
very good option.
I thought he only had the Yankees and Rays. I didn't realize he had the Dodgers and the White Sox.
yeah.
So, did he just put in like 4? Like, if he has that many in baseball, how many do he have in the other sport? How many parlays did he play?
He did.
They all were like $100 and win like $150,000 too.
He did say that. He also tweeted that he did just take those 3, like the Warriors, and he won like $70K already.
Pretty good. I would have never picked the Warriors to win the championship coming into this year, so that's impressive.
No,
I mean, they were
Rams kind of like you could.
Rams, yes. The Rams were.
Georgia's tough though. Obviously they were good.
I think
but
Georgia was a good pick.
I'm saying that's like Rams were like the
Georgia
favorite
wasn't
kind
even that solidified to win the championship.
of. No.
No, yeah, but Georgia, people thought that Georgia that was their year.
They were going to be there.
Yeah. But I think the Golden State pick is because the Suns were in the way, the Bucks were in the way, the Nets were still. We thought at the beginning of the year the Nets,
Lakers at the beginning of the year.
It wasn't even the Celtics either. We didn't think the Celtics, the Lakers at the beginning of the year. Like they had to at least be 5th, maybe 6th in best odds. Maybe
I
even
do
lower
love
than
the
that.
Warriors. How petty they've been. It's been awesome.
Yeah, they're veterans of the petty wars.
I mean, Draymond bodied Dave, and Dave even says like, "You can't come back." Like that's just an answer. Like
He's on to Cincinnati.
he
Yeah.
won, and it's like, all right.
Who did Draymond body? Or no, he didn't body. He just tweeted out he was getting ready for the game yesterday, or getting ready for Game 7.
Get ready for Game 7.
Uh,
Clay was calling guys in the group. He called Jaren Jackson a bum.
Yeah.
In the press
I
conference.
like that too.
I like too.
You win 4 of the last 8, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Especially him. I'd be like, he win this 4th title. It's some guy who Jaren Jackson's a very good player, but guy's
How about
24 years old, been in the league for 5 years.
How
4
about
years.
Steve Kerr winning or being a part of 27% of championships in
More
the
than that,
last
33.
33 in the-
9 of the last 27.
Did
or
you
something
see
like that.
Ja and Draymond Green going back and forth?
Yeah, I was disappointed in him.
Ja didn't look great.
I was disappointed in him. He went with the rent-free card. I was like, guy, when they beat you head-to-head, you're on your couch.
Rent-free's
They
the
won
worst.
a title.
Rent-free's
You
the
cannot-
worst thing.
You cannot say rent-free. You lost.
All right.
They won, you lost.
Renfree's the worst comeback.
You're not rent-free. You're just the loser. They're the winner.
Rent free or
But
obsessed?
they will be back. The Grizzlies have
was the second one?
really strong core.
Rent free or obsessed. Those are 2 college football things.
When you like answer
Rent-free,
someone?
free real estate, whatever. Blah.
All right, let's do picks. I'm not even eligible this month. I had the 2 weeks off. I guess I'll go first.
Go ahead.
No, you were gonna say it. Say it. You weren't eligible last month, but you won. That's what you were gonna say. You're gonna say it's stupid. You're gonna be stupid.
No, it wasn't going to be stupid. Trust me. If $1,000 is on the line, then I'd be stupid. If it's free.
Well, we can't do $1,000 anymore because Ben Mintz broke the fucking game. And they said, well, we can't do it because Ben Mintz broke the rules.
Okay.
I got Pirates money line today. I have the Lightning to win. I have the over 6, Lightning and over 6. And I've been a sports fan a long time. This is my pick of the day. We should really start doing picks of the day. So Ole Miss money line. I waited my whole life to get a national championship, and now I'm going to have to watch my bitter rival get one right after me. It's going to happen. Ole Miss money line. Arkansas is a better baseball team. Arkansas are better people. I wish Arkansas would win. They're not going to. Ole Miss is going to win, and they're going to win the national title. So if there's future still left out there, go get it. Ole Miss is going to win, and we're going to have to watch Ben Mintz's titties jiggle as he celebrates. Marty Mush, your picks.
I got the Yankees today, obviously. I have the Mets minus 1.5. I got the Cardinals, and I got the Blue Jays.
All right, Big Av.
A lot of lining on my Martin's card. I've got for the day action. I've got the Marlins Mets over 8, and I'm also in the college baseball game that's at 2. I'm taking Auburn money line plus 135. Then I'm on the Yankees, the Cardinals, and the Blue Jays. All money line.
Smitty.
Love that.
Light card, Lightning money line, Burns, Corbin Burns over strikeouts, and Mets money line. It's juiced. Add me now. Mets -1.5. Our good friend Clem just sent in a stat. Off a loss, the Mets are 19-3 and 14-0 when they're favored more than -120. They're, I think, -155.
Clemmy stats.
So Clem and I have been juicing.
Love that.
How about that? All right. Well, that's good. You see our place in the world. TJ, our producer, not with us today, so we don't have any graphics. We just have somebody back there pressing buttons. TJ is handling Barstool Idol, so he's out there in the lobby waiting. Katie Stats is out there. We've got an entire fucking don't show it, but we've got an entire fucking colony of people out there waiting for the Yak Idol contestants.
Is it 1 o'clock to 2 as you do?
All right, so every day we're gonna have 2 shows. We're gonna do the day Yak, which is a normal Yak, which will involve them. Today, I think they're gonna be presenting themselves, stuff like that. And then tonight at 7, we'll have the main show, the evening show, and we'll have an elimination every night on that show.
Got it.
I think we'll lay out the ground
over
rules.
Thursday.
It's over Thursday, yeah. So there will be 8 shows between now and Thursday.
Nice.
2 today, 2 every day, and then Thursday night we'll have a winner. We'll have a coworker, and if anybody else gets hired, that happens. But one person's getting hired by us, I guess. So yeah, they are gathering out there to get ready for this. Within 10 minutes, somebody's going home. 10 minutes from now, you will have seen all 12 contestants, and one of them is getting the fuck out of here. So, just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Whatever. So, the Yak and Barstool Idol are up next. This was Pick Central.